Hello Pisces, and welcome back to Intuitive Energies. My name is Jane, and I do readings for Pisces Collective. Now, I've started putting little disclaimers at the beginning of my videos, because every time I start talking about forgiveness of any kind, there's a whole bunch of people who go trigger happy with me. And rightfully so. Sometimes if somebody is asking for forgiveness and you're not ready to forgive, you may have people who get very angry with you. I'm with you, I understand. But we are dealing with something where you are asking for forgiveness, or somebody's asking forgiveness from you for something that they may have done. And if this is going to be a sore point for you, then this week is probably not a good week for you to be joining this channel, because we're going to be doing a lot of reflection. Now, in the last couple of weeks, we have been shining a light on things. I mean, just an intense light, like almost building a fire that has opened up doors and also revealed corners and things and awakenings of all kinds, which has made us see things in a different light. So again, with that, there's incredible positives, but also there are times where you start looking back at certain things, and because you have changed so much in your life, you are seeing things in a different way. And you may also realize that maybe you reacted to things in the past that may have not been in the highest good, and you want to right those wrongs, okay? Equally, you may have people contacting you to ask for forgiveness for that as well. So like I said, if you're here for it, wonderful. If you're not, equally okay. You can come back next week. I will be here, and I'm sure the messages will have different messages from Spirit at that point. I don't pick what they want me to talk about, so as much as I would like to avoid that trigger subject, they're making it very impossible for me to move away from it, as I will show you right here. The card yesterday came out was reflection, and the card for today is reflection. So, yeah, when Spirit has got it, they're very stubborn. They're very stubborn with their messages, and I'm very grateful because they're very clear with me. They repeat a message until I get it, and I'd have to be pretty slow not to get it, okay? So, we had reflection and reflection. I'm going to leave these here just because they emphasized it yesterday at the last reading. They're emphasizing it again. And with it came the Justice card, which is all about balance. Now, today is a day of block. So what they were showing me, or at least that's what I feel they're showing me, is that there's actually an imbalance, okay? What I'm feeling, because the block is what you're resisting. You're resisting balance. The reflection is illusion, self-examination, and distortion. I feel, Pisces, that whatever you're shining light on, you know, it's, how are they showing me? You're blowing it out of proportion. For some of you, I feel you're blowing this out of proportion. In other words, oh my God, you know, I said for you to go F off 10 years ago because I didn't agree with your spirituality. Let's say, okay, I'm giving you an example. Let's say you said that to somebody because you weren't really spiritually connected that much at the time, and they were talking and you told them they were a charlatan, and they didn't, you know, you don't know what you're talking about, you know, it's written here that that's what you should believe in, and what are you doing? You're going to hell, okay? You're going to go to hell because you're a witch. Maybe you said that, okay? Maybe you didn't. I'm giving an example. So you're calling, now you're thinking to yourself, oh my God, I am spiritually awakened. I know that I have guides. I feel it. I have proof of it. I walk in spirituality and beauty. I see all the wonderful things that come with it. And she was just trying to tell me, and I blew her off, told her to go F off, told her she was going to hell. How do I fix this? And you are thinking to yourself, they must hate me. She must hate me. She must think I'm the worst. She must think I'm this. She's never going to talk to me even if I ask for forgiveness. She's probably going to tell me to go F off, and you're distorting it. You're making up a scenario in your mind that doesn't exist because you haven't actually talked to this person yet. Okay, you haven't reached out. Now, if you, one of two things that are going to happen, well, one of two things. One of many things can happen when you reach out to this person. You can first and foremost reach out to them and they don't reach back to you. They just don't want anything to do with you. Okay? You can even leave them a voicemail, send them a text, send them a personal message, and they're not going to get back to you. Okay? The other part of it is that you do reach out to them, and they say, that's nice, thank you for reaching out, and they let you go, which can feel deflating. Number 3, if they really are a spiritual person, they might reach out and say, oh, you have awakened. Welcome to the group. I'm so happy that you found, an enlightened and spiritual way of living your life. It's going to serve you well, which I'm hoping somebody spiritually inclined would say. And then there's the last one where they do tell you to F off. But I'm more tend to believe that this person would be happy for you. Okay? But thinking the worst of something is what you will naturally go to. Thinking this person will never forgive me, and you lose the courage. We're talking about courage tomorrow. So this is the distortion. You are doing the Page of Swords. You're putting possible, truthful, realistic scenarios in front of you and making them real. You're making them true because they sound like it could be true. And you're throwing yourself off balance. So we're going to look at this today, okay? We're going to look at the reflection. You're in the space of reflecting on whatever, and I gave you just an example. It's just an example. That actually hasn't happened to me. I've always been spiritual. I would have never had this argument with anybody. Okay, so look. Okay, so transformation is what comes in. I really love this. We're just talking about butterflies today. Transformation is never easy. It's never easy. Okay? And this is what you're focusing on. You're focusing on not the butterfly, but that part where you turn from the worm into the butterfly. Okay? It's not the worm, is it? It's the butterfly, when it's in its cocoon, when it's having a hard time, much like I am right now with this week. When you're having a hard time coming out of the shell, the reason that it's not easy, it's because it's your rite of passage. Like the Judgment card came in. It's your rite of passage. Okay? The worst thing you can do right now is distort that reflection and defeat yourself before you even try. Okay? If you thought, oh, if a butterfly knew that it was going to turn into goo in a cocoon and then it would come back and have to try to push it, do you honestly think it would, if it had time to think about it, it would go, yeah, I want to do that? No, I'd probably say, no, I'm okay crawling. I'm good. I keep crawling up and down the tree. I'm good. I mean, flying's kind of high. It's kind of scary. I go different places. I don't know. You know? Don't think about it too much. It's kind of, in a way, you should feel through your energy rather than defeating yourself by thinking about it. In the worst times in your life when you've needed to have the courage, you found it. So it's time to bloom. There's a flower here. There's 4 more butterflies around the card. It's time for you to bloom, Pisces. Okay? Okay. Let me shuffle this a little bit. Spirit, let me shuffle this a little bit. I didn't shuffle it enough. I just want to shuffle it more. Alright. Alright. So how are you finding the readings this week with these cards? I'm reading them more intuitively. Look at this, the Ten of Earth, and I love this. It's the mushrooms. The mushroom, the fungus that connects everything. I actually watched one day a documentary about how fungus kind of interconnects everything, the forest together, and I was completely fascinated. Completely fascinated. The Sun and the Guardian. Love that. Ooh. Okay, hold on here. Too many came out. All right, one please, one please. Okay, they don't want one. Strength. Initiation. All right, so we're going to look at the first row here. The first row that came out. This Sun card is so beautiful. I love this. Look at his face. Look how happy he is. Isn't it wonderful? I absolutely love this. Where did my my reading glasses? Oh, and it's a heart. It's a heart. I thought it was a flower, but look. He's holding a heart. He's like, look, my heart is blooming. Right away I feel that the way to get past this block, Pisces, the way to get past this block, oof, blah, I can't speak anymore. We're all connected. 10 of Earth, 10 of Pentacles. Everything's connected. Everything is connected in this life. Keeping that in mind, that everything is as it should be, and everybody kind of touches everybody's life for a reason, for a season. Keep that in mind. Keep yourself positive in the way that you see things. Know that this illumination, the Sun card, the illumination is bringing optimism. And you're also bearing your soul and bearing your heart. Okay? You're healing. You're healing stuff. You're forgiving stuff. You're asking for forgiveness. Big, big thing. Okay? And an open heart, very hard. If you're dealing with people who are kind, who are good, okay? I'm not talking about the Yahoo who just don't ever get it, no matter how much you talk. Will never understand. Will just yell at you and never understand. Just like some comments sometimes. You have people who come in, they screech in, they slur all kinds of things in a comment and they leave. You never see them again. Okay, some of these people, they're hurt. They're the walking wounded. Okay? But if you have somebody who's got an open heart already, who's got a good heart, and you in turn speak from the heart, from a healing space, you're shining, you're giving illumination. People will respond to that. Okay? That's the thing I have to tell you about the block. People will respond to that. That in itself should give you a ton of courage. Not only that, this is the Emperor card. Okay? The Guardian. It's this act of being open, this act of being, this wisdom that you're imparting. Because it's a wise person that asks for forgiveness. Okay? They become very powerful. They bring a lot of wisdom and stability in their life. And that's what you're doing. And look at the Strength card. Look, you both have them sitting, one sitting with stick, one open with stick, and they have, like, they both have the bear. It looks like they both have the bear in their animals. They're surrounded by all these loyal friends. Okay? The masculine and the feminine. And this is the Strength card. So go figure, right? But courage has the ability to increase your personal power. He's a personal power. That's a personal power. It all comes in together to stabilize you. It's going to help you. You won't be alone in this. We need more people to say they're sorry. And mean it. And move forward positively in that. Build alliances upon that. Okay? So you have initiation, which is 20, which is the Judgment card. No surprise there. It's coming back in again. Okay? And it's so funny you have foxes here with her back. It's almost like they're trying to steal it. And the crow is trying to steal her hat. It's very interesting, this card. I love this card. Because I'm seeing taken off with a boot, taken off with the pack, taking off with the crow, and they call this initiation. It's almost like saying, how much can we put you through? How much can you forgive, Pisces? And how much can you forgive others? In the end, all that's being taken away are personal belongings, right? What's left, though? What's left? And I dare say, what is she looking at in the water? What's that? Is that a reflection? Yeah. What are you looking at in the end? When everything else is being taken away, what are you looking at? The Empress and Ancestors. Again, coming in. And that's the Devil. So, it's creativity. Again, with animal friends surrounding her. Okay? And in this one, she's obviously given birth to a child. She's feeding that child. What kind of things do you want to give birth into the world? Okay? Do you want to talk about forgiveness, being the bigger person, about asking for forgiveness and giving forgiveness? Not for repeat offenders. I'm not saying that. I'm saying for yourself. Okay? Repeat offenders, to tell you the truth, Pisces. If you let somebody come back into your life who keeps wronging you, then that's shame on you. Okay? Honestly. After a while, it's like, okay, I've had enough. Please, goodbye, right? And also to the Ancestors, which is the Devil card. It's removing the restrictions. This card, I actually read up on it after the reading the other day to see what it says, and it's exactly that. Don't be held back by your past, by what others have done, by what others have taught you. Okay? Maybe others have taught you that you shouldn't forgive people. Don't forgive people. Never forgive people. They're wrong and they'll do it again. What about for people who make mistakes? You have made mistakes. Why can't other people make mistakes? Is there no room to fix things? Is there no room to grow? Right? Maybe that's the other part I feel in the block here, Pisces. You're thinking that maybe people are not going to forgive you. You should stay in the cold. The Great Mother and the Ancestors. I keep thinking, again, the Mother, right? So, you have Witch of the Earth. I'm just reminded of the 4 stones that we saw, the 4 of Earth, a couple days back. And you have 2 stones and somebody going through it. With, again, I'm seeing a lot of bears. Bears, bears, bears. That's 3 times I see bears here. Journey and love. Okay. And you have the fox again. Fox is a trickster. This is the devil. This is the devil. Interesting. Interesting. Another wonderful thing that people get all up in arms about. The Devil card. That word itself. So let's go back to the Witch of Earth. What I see is somebody who's prepared. Like the preparations we were talking about yesterday with the herbs for the hard times. Leaving the stones behind with the wisdom of the bear and a walking stick. Taking action. Going forward. Even if it takes you time, you're taking noticeable steps towards healing. The journey is a Chariot. And again, it doesn't look like friendly territory, honestly. Look at this. Looks like it's freezing over. It's very cold. And you're just starting, but you're getting there, okay? The journey of moving past everything. And this is the card of love. This is the Lover's card. Makes sense when you see the Devil's card in the normal Rider-Waite deck. The Devil and the Lover's cards are the same card. They just have, one's an angel and one's a devil. But you know what? The Devil's a fallen angel. It's like the dark and the darkness and the light. Okay? So if foxes are known for tricksters, and so are devils, what's happening here? Are you facing your trickster? Are you looking deep into his eyes? Are you going, I'm not going to let this get to me. I'm going to shower this with love, with light, with optimism. Some people say that's just showing your vulnerability and your weakness. But is it really? Isn't it said that love conquers all? In any movie you've ever watched, isn't it love and heroes and the good guys that always win? Why do you think that is? Some say it might be a fairy tale. Maybe. I don't think so. Because you know what? I think that people who really have darkness, they don't know how to react to love. Have you ever put down understanding, caring, and love to somebody who doesn't know how to receive it? Have you ever done that? I have. They don't know how to react. They're ready to fight. They're ready to be angered. They're ready to put you down. But when you respond in kindness and understanding and love, they really get scared. They really back down. They don't know what to do. I think there's something to that, Pisces. And I think that this is an idea that you should take with you when you're trying to remove the block and get the courage of knowing that if you are authentic and genuine in the way that you communicate with people, when you feel that maybe you have wronged them, or you feel that somebody is talking to you from an authentic and genuine place when they have wronged you, that maybe, just maybe, the reception of it, of a good heart, somebody who's not just looking for a fight, the other heart will open. Yours will open, theirs will open, and you'll have a brand new way of communicating, a way of healing. And if not, you've healed yourself. That's it for that one. I'm going to come back and do one for the Justice card, how I'm balancing this, or maybe I should say rebalancing this, will make you feel better. I thank you so much for being here. I'm sending a lot of love, light, and blessings, as always, Pisces. And I think you're going to be okay. I thank you if you took the time to watch this, even if it isn't relevant for you today. I hope that Spirit Messages has touched you in some way. And with that, I'll say take care. Bye for now.